Hi guys, welcome to my series on educational videos again. We're going to talk about wedges today and their grinds and bounce combinations. So I've got a couple of mine here. These are both 58 degrees. I've got a Cobra Mim wedge, okay, 58 degree. Now this has what they call a versatile sole on it, and it's got 8 degrees of bounce. So what we're looking for here is the most efficient interaction with the turf when you strike the ball. So what happens as you come down, depending on the player's technique, if they get a lot of forward shaft lean, they tend to dig into the floor and the leading edge goes in and down and continues going down, taking a big divot. Okay, so there'll be a digger of the ball. Now, if you get wet turf conditions there or soft turf conditions, that tends to be quite a stopping action on the club, so it can be very inconsistent if you're not careful. Now, if you have a firm turf, then the club can tend to skid off that. And again, controlling where the leading edge starts digging into the ground is related to the bounce on the club. So the more bounce, you tend to find the more forgiving it is for people when they're striking those full shots. But similarly, it can be a penalty to you, technique-wise, if you start opening the face, the bounce increases on the club. Okay, so you could start hitting thin shots. So if you're trying to lob one up from around the green off a tight lie and the ground conditions firm, it's quite high risk, so you've got to be very careful of that. So getting the correct bounce and grind combination for your technique and your visual tendencies for looking at shots and trying to imagine them, okay, your artistry is very, very important. Now, all the manufacturers call them by different things. A lot of them now use letters to describe the bounce. So if you're going for a Callaway one, I've got an S grind here on the Jaws wedge. I think it's called Versatile in the Cobra King Mim wedge. I know that Vokey use letters to describe theirs, Pinger into letters as well, whether it's a wide sole or a thin soled club. And what it means is repositioning or taking away some of the metal on the back edge of the club here and on the sole of the club. So repositioning it to help the interaction with the turf. Now, if it's ground away at certain points, like on the back edge of the heel here, then when we open the club up, okay, so for a right-handed player like this, I'm opening it, pointing it to the right, that would still allow the golf club to sit pretty flush to the ground. So I still can imagine getting the leading edge under the ball, helping to get the ball off the face of the club rather than the leading edge, lifting it in the air. So opening the club for short game shots, feeling like I can slide underneath the ball. It increases the bounce a touch, but because this is ground away, it allows the club to still stay close to the turf and get underneath the ball. So what we're looking at when selecting these wedges is to have a go, okay? Be fitted for them, trial them, have a go on the turf, hit from different turf conditions, hit from bunker shots, try and make sure that you get a combination of wedges. You need lofts, okay, to make sure that they match throughout your set so you get your gapping and your distances consistent. Then we need to make sure that the sole design actually works when it's interacting with the turf as you hit the ball. We also need to make sure that the grinds, okay, allow you to play those artistry shots as well. So when you're looking to get up and down and you're using your feel and that part of the game that's very, very difficult to learn, we need the clubs to be helping your technique. So we're talking about lofts, we're talking about grinds, we're talking about the sole design and the bounce of the club. You can also now get different club head designs, so some of them have a higher toe and grooves more across the face. So if you really open the club up and slide underneath it, often people catch the ball out the toe and the high toe, and particularly pitching from rough as well. It helps grip the ball better. So there's a lot to be said there for choosing the right wedges, having them fitted, having them measured, making sure that they work as they should to try and maximise your potential in the game. Short game is everything once you get to that level that every shot counts. Try and make sure you get fitted for your wedges. Really, really important. Take care, guys. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Hope to see you again soon. Take care.